What's up, everyone? Hope everyone is doing well out there. That was a weird intro. Let's begin with the video. Well, today I'm going to make a pretty damn big update video, so I'm not going to talk about every single title in this update video because there's a whole lot of movies right here, like you can see probably here. So yeah, let's begin right away. First up, we have like a 4-pack with comedy movies. Uh, these ones, I think some of these are pretty damn hard to come across. I think this is probably one of the only releases that some of these movies have, but I can be so wrong. But Double O Kid with Corey Haim, this box set or this like pack or whatever was mainly bought because of that film. Because yeah, I'm a big fan of Corey Haim in general. Runaway Heart, some weird, also comedy. Easy Wheels and Frankenstein General Hospital. All of these are probably um, horror movies, not horror movies. Damn, what am I talking about today? All of these are basically like comedy movies, so yeah, really looking forward to see all of these, especially Double O Kid, to be honest. And then more comedy with none other than John Candy, Summer Rental. Always wanted to see this. I've been on the hunt for it for quite a while, and I finally found it for a decent price. So yeah, Summer Rental. Then we have Gaspar, what's his name? Gaspar Noé. Gaspar Noé. I don't really know how to pronounce his name, but that's the guy who did the Irreversible film, and he also did what was that other movie called? Enter the Void, I believe. But this is his film called I Stand Alone. So yeah, heard it's supposed to be pretty damn disturbing. So yeah, then we have Run Man Run, the Blue Underground release. I also have this in a 3-pack, but yeah, whatever. That 3-pack was mainly bought because of 4 of the Apocalypse, the Lucio Fulci film. So yeah. Then more Western films. Western films is just one film. God damn it. A Bullet for the General with Klaus Kinski and what's his name? Wasn't someone else? Lou Castle. Yeah. But mainly, I mainly bought this because of Klaus Kinski. I think he's a great actor, but he seemed to be a very special type of person in general, if you know the backstory of him. So, yeah, A Bullet for the General. Then I finally found this film, and not found, but I finally bought it. Grave of the Fireflies. It's supposed to be a really depressing anime or like animated film from Japan from the late 80s, I believe. So, doesn't say here when it came out, but yeah, 88, so yeah. Grave of the Fireflies. Then a movie I picked up today. I loved this. Watched it at the cinema last year. I could have waited like 1 or 2 months for the price to go down, but I just couldn't wait for it. So yeah, Overlord. Great action, zombie, World War II type of film. Yeah, great mix of action and horror in general. I would say it's more of an action film than a horror film, but if you like zombies and you love like movies that take place during the World War II, this is a perfect film for you to check out. So yeah, Overlord. Then I picked up a film with Robert Englund. I saw like some interview with him when they basically asked him what movie would you like your fans to watch or like get more like recognition, because he wanted to mention this film because I think more people should see this film, and that was the reason why I bought it. So yeah, The Last Showing. Robert Englund is pretty much like some sort of psychopath in this, runs this like cinema or whatever, and he basically wants to kill off people, at least according to the back here. So yeah, really looking forward to see this one. So yeah, The Last Showing. Then Scorpion release, I believe. Yeah, Scorpion release. This is like a double pack with the movie called The Dreaming and Initiation. This is not the Initiation which came out in the early 80s. I think that movie was like a slasher film. I think this was also released in the 80s, but I think it got released like in the late 80s, but that's not the slasher one right here. But yeah, really looking forward to see these films. I'm sort of collecting these Scorpion releases in general because some of these films I've been a big fan of. So yeah, The Dreaming and Initiation. Then some zombie film, which I've heard really good things about. Uh, the Battery. Yeah. And we have some. This the reason why I picked up this one was because it says here on the front, the controversial film that landed its filmmakers in jail, Duck, the Carbine High Massacre. What do you think that's about? I mean, if you just look at these people here on the front cover, it really looks like Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris, in my opinion. And for those of you who don't know who these people were, they were basically the people who blew up this school. Not blew it up, but they wanted to blow it up, and they killed a bunch of like students, and they killed like one or two teachers as well, I believe. But yeah, the Columbine High School Massacre or whatever. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's just a tragic thing, but yeah, I don't want to go into details about that because everyone knows that's really tragic and all of that. But yeah, just like that, the controversial film that landed its filmmakers in jail. So these two directors apparently went to jail for like 2 months or something just because of this film. So yeah, I'm not really sure when this was released, in the early 2000s, I believe. So yeah, around the time when that happened. So yeah, maybe that was the reason why they went to jail or something. Some people thought it was very controversial or something. So yeah. Then we have Dance with the Devil, basically a blind buy, but has Javier Bardem in it and James Gandolfini, so can be interesting. Then I think the rest of these films are actually horror films. Private Parts, I've heard it's some weird ass 70s horror film directed by Paul Bartel. I can see him in front of me, but I'm not really sure what he's known for. He's been in tons and tons of movies, but yeah, Private Parts. Then finally I got my hands on this film. I had the remake with what's his name, Lance Henriksen and Jeffrey Combs in it, but now I finally have the original with Vincent Price in it, and the movie is The Pit and the Pendulum. Yeah, I really love the remake of that, so I think I'm gonna enjoy the original really much as well. And that's always something that I talked about before, that I usually want to watch the original before I watch the remake, but in that case that was just what happened because at the time the remake was much easier to get a hold of than the original. So yeah, what do you know, or what do you do? Next one we have Don't Open the Door. Yep, haven't seen it yet though. Then we have some film with Bruce Campbell from the early 2000s called Terminal Invasion. One of the reasons why I picked this one up was obviously because of Bruce Campbell, and also like the storyline sounds really interesting. It's like I read that they were like trapped in this at this airport, and Bruce Campbell plays like some sort of killer or like convicted killer, and yeah, seems to be a really good tense film, or like very very like atmospheric. So at least according about the things that I've read about it. So yeah, Terminal Invasion. Sorry for my mumbling here, but yeah. Oh my god, I almost talked for 9 minutes. I'm gonna speed up right now. Dolls. Had this before, but I'm not too sure if that movie was, or not, that release was uncut or not, but directed by Stuart Gordon. I'm not too sure if, yeah, Stuart Gordon. And yeah, some people prefer this over Child's Play. I would still say I like Child's Play more than this, but this is a really great killer doll film, one of the better ones definitely. So yeah, Dolls. Then another like double dip here. I also had this before, but the reason why I picked with this one up was because this has 2 discs, and one of the discs has tons and tons of special features. I wouldn't say tons and tons, but it has a whole lot of special features. So The Return of the Living Dead, the first one. Then we have a Japanese zombie film called Miss Zombie. Yeah, can be interesting. And we stay in Asia for some more gory fun, probably. A movie called Revenge, a Love Story. This is from China, I believe. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but yeah, whatever. Then we have the Arrow release of David Cronenberg's Shivers. This might have been one of his first films that he directed. I can be so wrong, but I think I read a little bit about that here on the back, so yeah. Then we have another like Boo Underground release of a film called Autopsy. This was released in the 70s. I'm not really sure. It's like the early 70s or the mid 70s. Yeah. Giallo film can be interesting. Then a film called The Clinic. This is a complete blind buy. I just thought the cover art looked a little cool than the storyline. So yeah. Damn, it's really hard in here. I really need to do something. Then we have Lurking Fear. This also has Jeffrey Combs in it. Also Ashley Lawrence, who probably most of you people know from the Hellraiser films. So yeah, Lurking Fear. Is this like a full moon film? Yeah, it is. Yeah, full moon. To be honest, I'm more of a fan of Trauma than Full Moon, but Full Moon has some really interesting titles as well. So, and then finally I picked up the original The Thing from the 50s. When was this? 50? Yeah, 51. So really glad to have this movie in my collection as well right now. So yeah, The Thing. Hope everyone enjoyed and didn't get bored, and hope to see you again as soon as possible. So see you next time. Bye bye.